Hi guys, it's Michaela with Your Everyday Woman, and today I'm going to do my review on the Colourpop Soul palette. I'm also going to be doing swatches and a makeup tutorial. So I'm going to go ahead and start with swatches before we jump into the tutorial, and then I will give you my personal review. So this is what the packaging looks like. We've got our swatches. Got our colors. We've got Dynamite, which is like your very soft kind of corally, like peachy color. Anthem, which is more of your like coppery kind of color. Doing all right, baby? New Digs is your more true orange, kind of burnt orange almost looking color. B&B, which would be, I think that one's kind of more like a true copper, whereas this one's kind of more got a gold tone but still kind of coppery color. Motel, which I'm not gonna lie, this is the color here is the whole reason why I bought the palette, and it was only $12, but that's kind of your more berry kind of orangey tone kind of color, kind of like a sunset kind of color is kind of what it reminds me of, like right at the end of the day where you've got all the colors mixed together. I think it's so beautiful. Hotel, which is more of a soft kind of shimmery shade, and of course all of these have like orange undertones in them. Unwind is your more orangey shimmery, kind of more peachy shimmery shade. Pairs really well with New Digs, or well, they all pair well together, but yeah, it pairs really well with these top two shades on either side of this gold. Ooh, I think it's how you pronounce that, is more of a matte coral, like true corally color. And then Floaties is your more truer brown with a nice intense orange undertone. So with that, if you'd like to see how I got this look, if you'd like to see my thoughts on this palette, just keep on watching. I went ahead and primed my eyes already with the Urban Decay Primer Potion in the shade Eden, and I went ahead and I did a light dusting of this just to set it. If you do it light enough, the weird orange color really won't show up on your eyes. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and go into this shade here. It's called Floaties, and I'm going to take a Morphe M441, just a big fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to use that as my transition shade. So just take that and just blend it into the crease till you get the desired darkness that you want. So after that, I'm going to go ahead and go into the shade Hotel and just use it on my finger and put it all over my lid. I find that the finger just works best with shimmers in general. Just kind of as a general rule with them, I usually just go straight in for the finger. Just even when it gets wet, I usually, or even instead of using it wet, I always find that the finger just works best when I'm really wanting to pat a color onto my eyelid. So now that that's done, I was trying to find my pencil brush, but I think the girly must have taken it. Either that or I forgot it in the other room, but that's alright. I really don't need it for this look. I'm just going to take a little bit more of a tapered blending brush. Now I'm going to go in to the shade Anthem, and that's just going to be my definer shade. I'm just going to go ahead and put that kind of on the outer corner and just kind of bringing it in a little bit. And if you want to as well, you can use your finger to kind of tap and help blend it out. So now I'm going to go ahead and take that same shade Anthem, and I'm just going to take it on the same brush and just use it underneath my eye and just kind of smoking out the lower lash line. So I did find my pencil brush. I left it in the other room. That's okay. My eyes are a little bit messy right now. I still can't wear foundation. And with that, I'm not going to wear concealer either because my skin is so dry that it just looks flaky. Because I decided to get sunburned. But, you know, life happens. After that, I'm going to go in with this the Colourpop Supershock highlighter in the shade Flexitarian. And I'm going to go ahead and use that as my inner corner highlight and my brow bone highlight. So I'm just going to take it on my finger here and just kind of pop it on the inner corner. Right there. And then I'm going to use it. I'm just going to take this little highlighter brush and just plop it right underneath the brow bone. I do already have the Milani Bolssomtime blush on my cheeks. And then I'm going to go ahead and use this as my highlight. Just pretend that I've got my face makeup on. If you would like a no foundation routine, please let me know. I actually find that I'm really liking not wearing foundation during the summer months when it's all hot and stuff. It just, my face feels a little bit more free. So I will definitely do a tutorial on that if you guys would like one. So now that that's done, I'm gonna go pop on some mascara. I'm gonna go ahead and just use the Benefit Roller Lash. I don't really want like a too intense lash today, and I'll be right back. So my thoughts on this palette. I really like this palette. I think that the colors are very beautiful. I like the color story. I like how the color story goes with the packaging. If you're not into like oranges and, you know, brighter kind of sunsetty, orange tones, you might not like this palette. I probably wouldn't suggest it if you really aren't like really into this, or if you're wanting to try a colorful palette that has orange tones in it. I would highly recommend this. I think the quality of the shadows is good. I haven't had a single problem with that. A couple complaints that I have though are there's not a brow bone or a highlight shade. I feel like this shade here could probably have been more on the white side or even just like a neutral side. I mean, I can work with it as a brow bone highlight and a base, but it's not necessarily something that I would personally choose. The other con to this palette is that the shade names are on the back. This might be something that's important to you. For me, that's not a make it or break it, especially for the price point on this palette. But yeah, that's a personal preference, a beauty guru thing, I think. But yeah, I do wish that the brown was a little more of a true brown instead of an orange based brown, but given the theme of the palette, I understand why this palette did that. And it's a pro and a con actually, is that all of the shadows are really orange based, and though I like that, I wish that the palette itself would maybe have gotten a little bit softer with just like this shade right here to just have been a little bit of a softer brown, so I'm not like getting like bright orange. But again, that's not really, it's a pro and a con. If this is if you are trying to get a single eyeshadow palette, I would not recommend this being the only eyeshadow palette in your collection. I would suggest you get a different, more neutral based eyeshadow palette. But if you are wanting to experiment with orange colors, I think that this is well worth your money. So anyway, I think that's pretty much it. Let me check my notes here. The quality and the price point are perfect. So thank you for watching. If you'd like to see more review videos, please let me know and let me know what you want to see. Thank you for watching this video. God bless, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.